What's up, my favorite people in the world? We're back on the Anything Goes project. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that way you can follow us the next time we release a video. Today, I've got a review for you. It's a new product that came out from Olight. It's one that I have yet to had a chance to get my hands on. And a friend of mine decided to go ahead and provide me one so I could do this video. So we have the OPry. So with that, guys, let's jump right into this.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't want to be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, Olight had their 15th anniversary, and they sent out a lot of neat products. Some of them that were new to people who were members of their website. I personally received one of the new i15 key fob lights. It's a really cool looking little light. It's a C-style charging port in it, very similar to the 1R, and I really liked it. And they also released a bunch of new items during that process and had them on sale. A lot of people were able to get a hold of them. I was unfortunately not one of the ones who was able to get a hold of it, but due to popular demand, I guess you could say, somebody provided me with the new OPry titanium pry bar. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it and take a look at what some of the key features are on it, and I'm going to tell you what I like about it. So with that, okay, so we have the OPry. This is a full titanium little pry bar. You'll notice first that this pry bar does have the pocket clip, and it's a very stout and sturdy pocket clip. And one of the things I like to see on a pry bar is a good pocket clip. So yeah, we'll finish talking about pocket, and every time I say pocket clip, take a drink. So that's what we're doing here. But anyways, full titanium. You got the little Olight smiley face, the little Olight symbol. So there's a lot of branding on this. And then you have the little wrench, adjustable. You would pop it on your nut, slide it where you want, twist and turn. And then in this end, we have the 1/4 inch to 4mm. And then in the end, that is another 4mm driver. Now this little keeper here that holds these 4mm bits in, which are double-ended, you have your standard flat bit Phillips, and I believe that this is a 4 and a 6. Basically the standard bits you need for working on knives and your EDC gear. But you'll notice it pops right in there, and now you've got a way to turn. You'll also notice it doesn't fall out. And one of the key features on that, I noticed, you can kind of see it right there. Catch it just right in the light. See that little shiny spot inside of the hole? It's like a little dedent ball that has been made into the pocket clip itself that actually holds pressure on this little bit. So that is super cool, which means you can also use other style bits. So let's try that. So these are some other bits from like the little Tactics kit that I bought a while back that I showed you guys, 4mm. They fit in there perfectly and they do not fall out. So that is a really neat feature, which also means that these would fit right there. So if you happen to lose one of these bits, you'd be able to use some of your other standard 4mm bits. Also, extensions. How cool would that be to get down into something? Also use it like this. So you have some leverage. And I like how they put it on either side, so you can kind of get a little bit of a more of an angle on it. Depends on if you're right hand, left hand, how you want to do it. So that right there, these 3 points, that is a really good selling feature. Now this little keeper here actually is spring loaded, and you can kind of see the I don't know if I can catch it just right in the light. See that shiny spot down in there? That's kind of where the attachment point is for it. This is spring loaded, so when you twist it, it kind of picks up a little bit and it holds pressure and then locks back down. So talking to the gentleman that gave me this to try, he didn't really like that because he said it was kind of hard for his fingers to turn. And getting these back in, that is such a close machine job. You got to get that bit just right. But for me, it seems to be kind of easy. I'm able to turn it, lock it right in place. Bits don't fall out. Now, I like that design over some of the other pry bars like the Fulcrum and stuff like that that have the O-rings on it. Because sometimes those O-rings over time will deteriorate, break. Well, if you happen to have it in your pocket, you don't know it breaks, and you all of a sudden pull it out of your pocket, there goes your bits. So they're all flying around. So that's I kind of like that. Bottle opener, pretty much standard on most of the EDC pry bars that you see nowadays. Bottle openers can be used for multiple things. I get all the time questions like, why do you carry a pry bar? What is the use of a bottle opener? Well, number one, to open a bottle, but I've used this to open other items too. Like I had a can of tung oil for some of the woodwork that I was doing, and I used the bottle opener to open that. Now, let's talk about this bevel on the pry bar end. You'll notice that that's a big flat. It's almost a 1/16 of an inch. I kind of wish they would have taken this down to a little bit more of a sharper edge. Would have helped for like scraping purposes or actually wedging it up under something. The gentleman that gave me this, that's the one thing he hated about this, because he did try it on something. He said I couldn't get it under it. The flat was too wide. So maybe a little more grind on that, but we could do that on our own if we needed to. Just be careful grinding the titanium, because it will throw some white sparks and they are a little flammable. So all in all, man, I really like this. Let's take a look at this 1/4 inch driver, or this 1/4 inch driver down here. Let me grab a 1/4 inch bit and we'll jump right back to that. Okay, so now this is just your standard 1/4 inch. Got a magnet in the bottom. You could use it on something. I do like this because you can put that in there and you can really use your fist, grip on it and twist. And that's a neat feature that you don't see a lot of pry bars having, or if you do see the pry bar having it, it's such a thin bar that it would actually hurt your fingers trying to twist on it. This bar itself looks to be around 6 millimeters thick, and by, let me take a look on the side of the measurements here, 4 5/8 in length. So that's a pretty nifty little bar. You'll also notice titanium. It is lightweight, so you're really not going to have that, because of the thickness of the material and length, you're not going to have that heft that would come with a steel bar or a copper bar. This is very, very lightweight. So overall, Olight, I think you guys did a good job on this. Like I said, digging the pocket clip. It is a very tough clip, so if you're trying to put it in your pants, I did it a minute ago, and it was pretty tough getting it in there at first, but I think once this wears in or you bend it a little bit, it probably would do it. I can't do it with this because this does not belong to me, so I can't do that yet. And 1/4 inch, or the 4 millimeter bits that are in it, that's a good idea to have the dual ended. That way you have 4 different tools that you could be using. And this little dude right here, personally, I like it. I do like it. Now, I did watch a video the other day, somebody reviewing one of these OPrys. They really didn't like this one, and they were kind of confused as to why pry bar manufacturers are putting that in. Is it just to reduce weight or whatever? I personally have used these open wrenches like this because I used to do a lot of mountain biking. Well, that little wrench right there works perfect for working on mountain bikes. And there are other uses for it within like the industrial industry that you'll be able to find. So overall, I gotta say, I really like this. Wish I had one myself now. Kind of wishing, kicking myself in the butt for not buying one whenever they were on sale. But when they were on sale, I think they ran about $40. Right now, they're, I think, around $50. So $50 for a titanium pry bar, that's pretty good. because I've seen some of those like Fulcrum bars and some of the other ones that have been advertised going for $100, $150, $200. So good price. So what I suggest is go ahead and jump onto Olight, go into the account settings, go ahead and make yourself a membership, because you're going to get a lot of benefits from that membership. Probably a free gift from joining the first time. Sometimes they run specials where if you join Olight's website, you'll get like a free flashlight for your first time. In this particular case, during the 15th anniversary, they sent out a ton of free gifts. I personally got a little Olight, got an i15. That's this little flashlight here. This was sent out to all the members for the 15th anniversary. As you can see, USB-C. It's a fairly decent and bright little light. Turn it on, that's low mode, and then high mode. So yeah, pretty cool little gift. Personally, very few companies I know of that actually give out free gifts to their members. So again, we have the OPry from Olight. Pretty nifty little tool, I have to say. All right, let's jump right out of this. So anyway, thanks for watching this review on the Olight OPry. And thank you, Ken, for allowing me to use this. I will get this back to you, so unless you want to give it to me, I mean, there's always that, but nah, probably not. But anyways, thanks for letting me borrow this so I could do this review. I'll have to end up getting myself one eventually. So, guys, subscribe to the channel, like the show, share it, help us out and help us grow our community. Also, don't forget that we have a Discord. The link will be in the description. I'll also see if I can put a link to the OPry in the description below. So with that, guys, we're out of here. I hope all of you have a wonderful weekend.